I thought I'd do this video kind of late night. For me, it's late night. I don't know about you. But it's still the 58th day. This is my daily caller. Now, California has gone down the crapper ever since, the late 90s, I think? Probably started before then. When they... Whatever the case, whatever it is, it's gone blue, and it's gone like Prussian blue, or communist blue, if you will. So, the San Francisco DA says his father, convicted murderer and former member of a terrorist group, should get out of prison. Why, you ask? Well, let's get on to the story. San Francisco District Attorney Chesa Boudin believes his father, convicted murderer and former Weather Underground. Weather Underground. You know, the people that Bernadine Dorn and the other Chucklehead? Yeah, you have to read up on them. They're real class acts. Member David Gilbert should be released from prison due to coronavirus pandemic. Wait a minute. His father, David Gilbert, he doesn't have his last name. I wonder why. If he's so, dare I say, if he's so ashamed of his father, why didn't he take his mother's name, most likely? Should be released from prison due to the coronavirus pandemic. Gilbert and Boudin's mother, Kathy Boudin, there you go, were convicted of murder in 1983 for serving as getaway drivers during a bank robbery that left 3 people dead at the hands of their co-conspirators. Again, last name Gilbert, Boudin, but he took his mom's name, but he didn't take his father's name. Okay, you can do whatever you want, just a little bit of weird. Both Boudin's parents were members of the Weather Underground, a far-left domestic terrorist group responsible for a series of bombings and other violent crimes at the end of the 1960s and into the 1970s. With his parents in jail, Boudin was raised by their Weather Underground colleagues. Interesting. So this a-hole here was raised by a terrorist group. Now he's a San Francisco DA. Interesting. I can't imagine what his motivations are as of today. Quoting from this potential terrorist that's a DA of San Francisco, in mid-March, I started emptying out our city and county jails because those living and working there face a grave risk of falling ill, dying, and spreading the COVID-19. My sense of urgency about this issue is professional, and it's also personal. My 75-year-old father lives in a prison cell, Boudin wrote in Los Angeles Times op-ed on Wednesday. My parents' decision caused irreparable cascading harm, but 38 years later, they shouldn't mean that my father, a model prisoner with numerous underlying medical conditions, is sentenced again, this time to die prematurely from a viral outbreak, he added. You know what? Your father probably should have thought about that 38 years ago. But, as the saying goes, live by the sword, die by the sword. And you die in prison. I added that part. Boudin was elected to district attorney in 2019, running on a hard-left platform. Among Boudin's policy pledges was not to prosecute public urination in the urine and feces-plagued city. There you go. You want to know why that came about and why it's put out there? It's because of this a-hole right here. He does kind of look like a leftist douchebag. We will not prosecute cases involving quality of life crimes. Crimes such as public camping, offering or soliciting sex, public urination, blocking a sidewalk, etc. should not and will not be prosecuted. Boudin promised in response to an American Civil Liberties Union campaign questionnaire. Boudin's pledge came despite the fact that San Francisco residents reported more than 30,000 cases of poop to authorities in 2019, according to city records. Now, again, This was about a week ago, actually 3 days ago, as this was reported. It's amazing that leftists like this jackhole right here, okay, can run a city, a good city, or it used to be, into the ground even further. So people open up businesses, send a SWAT team in. You take a crap on the street, nah, big deal. We don't care. That's fine. Block a sidewalk with a bunch of, a layer of poop, not a problem. Pee on someone's car, hey, who doesn't do that? Soliciting sex, meh, not a problem. So this is where we're at in California, apparently. Now it's not all California that this is going on, but in the leftist enclaves that these a-holes like Boudin control the law, pretty much control everything. These are the type of guys and gals and whatever gender you profess to in California, applicable to laws therein. This is what happens when these jackoffs control a huge state that's technically, if it was his own country, I think it would be the 7th largest economy in the world. This is what happens. Try that in any other city throughout the world. Take a crap in the street. You're going to get locked up. Especially in this country. You try to do that and someone finds out, cops are going to get you. And they should. But this guy in this pandemic, I guess, is going to arrest somebody for taking a shinola in the street. Why? Now, I get it. I don't want to clog the prisons up. I get it. But, again, so what are we going to do? Not do anything? Is that what we do? Someone breaks the law? Nah. Whatever. And I get it. I know what you can say. Laszlo, what about that woman in Texas that, she defied a government or a state order? Not a law, a state order. She was just trying to put food on her table. What are these people doing? Matter of fact, I did a video on that. It was like either yesterday or the day before about in San Francisco in itself, the city delivering alcohol and drugs to the homeless in hotels. I mean, are we in bizarro world? Yeah, we are actually. If you're a leftist, it's funny how they twist and contort themselves how to support this nonsense. It's amazing. I don't get it. The mind of a liberal or a progressive douchebag or Democrat. I just don't get it. Now, it's not all Democrats are like this. This guy's far left. He was raised with the frickin' weather under frickin' ground. What are you gonna do? This guy is dyed in the wool, a far leftist. If you give this guy enough power, I guarantee it. If he had the full force of the police and the military against you, you would be in a re-education camp if you dared question his motives in this. He's not a good person. I guarantee it. Look at him. Yeah, just look at him. Yeah, you know he wants to do that to you. Just look at him. Exactly.